The trade report for December 12th, 2018. Wednesday, I'm recording this late evening, and you can see here futures are actually up around 0.5%, and oil is up over 1%. But the market here has been incredibly volatile. We had some really back and forth action today. So, we opened strong off this hammer from the previous day, which indicated maybe we get a little bit of a bounce, and we need to see continuation. But then it started looking really ugly and it turned red. And the thought process was, okay, we're going to continue down now. But then it recovered kind of nicely. So really, at the end of the day, we got nowhere, basically closing off this hammer. So we are still not really getting much of an edge in the market. So we're not adding positions. We're not jumping really far in one direction or another. I've got the two bearish positions that we've got, and that's basically it. I didn't add on anything today, but I would say if leaning one way or the other, today probably wasn't the best day for the market. For this hammer to really mean something, we'd want to see the real continuation here, but it didn't get violated, still holding. So technically, it's still sound. And if we look at the Qs, we're up even a little stronger, so holding up a little better. And then IWM, not so much. IWM actually closing red, and this has been a theme we've been talking about. We still are seeing no improvement in market breadth. IWM actually closing red today, which is good for us since we're essentially short this using TZA. BRIC countries, Brazil here holding the moving average. India was actually strong today, bouncing up 8. The leveraged ETF bouncing up 8%, which would mean the underlying had to be up around 2.5%. And then China here up 0.6, but not really giving us an indication. So we've been watching these for an entry. Still nothing really that I want to jump into at this point. Biotech showed some strength, a little more strength in the market today, so that's something to pay attention to. And then oil's been a tough trade. I still think it's bottoming here, but continually getting chopped out. I'm not going to jump in unless we really start to see trend starting to form, but I do think this could be a bottom here, and I may take another shot here in the coming days, and it should open we're still a ways away. It's late evening, but tomorrow, if these futures levels hold, we'll be opening around here. Maybe I take another shot and not worry about taking a small loss. So that's a recap of the markets. Absolutely nothing has changed in terms of our game plan, our biases. Still, if I look to enter something to the short side, it will likely be index ETF like SPX, SOXS, or the Qs, which would be SQQQ, one of these inverse ETFs. I may go with a stock. That would be kind of a spur of the moment type thing as it's happening, and then you'd get the alert for that. What I'd like to go over right now is there are some stocks showing relative strength, and we haven't really visited those in a while, but let's take a look. A few of them we were watching before kind of fell to the wayside, but we do like Lulu is a good example of one that we really liked. That has kind of pulled back in here, but still, if it came back, it would be fine. And then Alta was another one of our favorites that has taken a plunge recently. So those are out now, but some that we're still watching ILMN, still very strong. I mean, the market is, way down here, and ILMN is above its key moving averages here, 50 and 200. And 50 and 9, and the 200 is way down here. So that's a real positive, showing relative strength. WK, very similar, not above the moving averages yet, but right there, and never really pulled back that hard. And you're going to notice the theme. You're going to see a lot of software application. These guys are doing pretty good and holding up well. If the market does run, I expect this sector to do really well. There must be some underlying themes in here that are working. Cyber here, same thing, software. Very strong. Pacey, another one we've been watching for a while, has pulled back a little deeper, but still overall showing strength and above its 50 and 9s. So these are all areas to watch. Chef as well, right up near its highs, very strong. Twilio, another software, right at its highs here. Shoe, Crocs, I think Deck was another shoe company that's doing well too. Yeah, I can add Deck to the list as well. So both of these guys doing good. Starbucks near highs. Orly, we've been watching for a while and is still hanging out near its highs. And then finally, Tesla has been surprisingly strong and is nearing a key level here. Not only this high here, but I still have this line here from way back when over here. And I think that's the all-time high. So we're nearing, not too far away from an all-time high here. So, and a lot of positive volume coming in. So I think Tesla's always tricky to trade, but looking strong and showing relative strength. So still kind of sitting on our hands, probably not going to do anything but manage those positions. Stops are in the same places I mentioned for NVIDIA, which is 161, and TZA, which is going to be our entry level at 1155. So that's it for the report today. If something really changes significantly before the open tomorrow, I'll let you guys know.